Helping the people of Ukraine. Some of Chicago's most popular chefs are donating their time to feed thousands of people who've been forced to flee that war-torn country.
They traveled to the border country of Poland to start cooking. And WGN's Lourdes Duarte tracked them down this week.
Well, chefs throughout Chicago have been doing their part. Recently, 70 of them hosted a benefit at Navy Pier that raised $600,000 for the people of Ukraine. But a group of chefs took an extra step. They traveled to the border country of Poland to lend a helping hand. The images out of Ukraine have touched the world, including a group of well-known chefs living a world away here in Chicago. This week, though, they traded their prized kitchens for a chance to feed thousands of refugees who escaped Ukraine to Poland. Via video chat, the chefs spoke with us and shared the images captured after long days in the kitchen.
So it's 2 a.m. there to your time till 1 p.m.-ish.
Just cooking massive amounts of food.
With a smile and a will to help, chefs Tony Priolo, Paul Kahan, and Giuseppe Tintori, along with photographer Eric Kleinberg, left Chicago a week ago, working long days, cooking up 15,000 meals a day.
So we've been asking everybody like what they want to eat. Different soup, different salads, a lot of borscht, a lot of barley salad, beef stew,
a lot of stew, yeah, a lot of beef, a lot of pork.
Yeah.
The chefs don't speak the language of Ukraine, but can sense the pain, no matter how much is done to help the families feel even a small amount of protection.
At the refugee camp, I probably cried 2 times. I had to stop and go hide somewhere because it's sad.
I think right now all those people are still in shock.
Yeah.
They're walking like around like a zombie. They don't know what's going on. They're looking for some food. All of this shelter, they have shower. They try to organize it and see what's the next step in their life.
They say the world has come together to help. At refugee camps, people are signing up to head to other countries that they will call home, possibly for the rest of their lives.
You know, I rode on the plane with a 28-year-old woman from Finland who's been working since February as part of a volunteer ambulance team that goes in and gets injured people out and brings them into Poland to be taken care of. And her eyes were just welled up the whole time. It was so painful for her to recount the experience.
And the chefs have another day in Poland, returning to Chicago this weekend with a story to tell and a lot of heart for the people of Ukraine. And their trip is part of the work being done by World Central Kitchen. That organization has set up 43 kitchens in 4 border countries, preparing about 300,000 meals each day. That operation continues to grow as nearly 5 million people have now fled to neighboring countries. I'm Lourdes Duarte, WGN News.
They are doing such amazing work.
And continue to do it. You were mentioning the chef who's been over there for months.
Right, Jose Andres. I mean, he is sort of part of that World Central Kitchen, and it's amazing.
Yeah. Still ahead for us after years of water woes.